Hey everyone, so today I am going to be testing out Rare Beauty products and I'm very excited. I actually ordered these in like January, like the day it launched on Space NK. I ordered this stuff and I'm the sort of person that when I order makeup with the intention to film a video on it, I will not let myself touch the products until I have filmed said video. So I have got 6 items here which I've not touched because I want to film. You may also notice that I have brown hair. This is, I literally got it done. It's currently Thursday. I got it done on Saturday. I had been umming and ahhing about it for a very long time. Like basically every time I went to get my hair done, I was like, do I want to go back brown? Because my natural hair colour is brown. And this time I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I love the blonde, I absolutely adored it, but I'll put a before and after picture up on the screen now. But the before just looks so nothingy, like it just looks basic, it looks very like flat. Also, I'm filming with natural lighting, so if the lighting changes, that's why. It looks very weird looking in the camera though, because it literally has been filmed when I was 18. So the last time I filmed with brown hair was when I was 17, so it's very strange. So before we get into this video, please sure to subscribe so you don't miss any further videos from me, and let's just get on with the video. I also want to apologise quickly for not uploading in 2020. I've uploaded one video in 2022. I don't really know why. I had this plan at the beginning of the year to go with YouTube and just really like get into it and just upload 3 times a week. And it just didn't happen. In January, I felt very burnt out because I'd uploaded 25 videos in December. And then I just couldn't really get back into it. And I think it's because I want to move out this year. I have all this plan of like how it's going to be when I move out, and it's going to be so much easier to film because I can film when I want to. Being at home, I can only film at night. So, and I just kind of gone off filming at night. So I'm filming today when Mom's not here. So it's a lot easier. And now that it's getting lighter slightly later, darker rather, it means that I have a bit more daylight to film in. The products I have bought, one was, I got a free sample tester thing, which is the Always On Optimist Illuminating Primer. So then I'm just going to show you what I got first, and then I'll do it actually when I'm doing my makeup. I then got the Liquid Touch Foundation. I got the Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer. I got the Soft Pinch Dewy Liquid Blush, the Positive Light Liquid Luminizer, and then the little eyeshadow palette. You can see I didn't get any eyeliner, eyebrows, lips. Reason being, this stuff isn't, I'd say it's in the middle of like, it's not cheap, but it's not expensive. Like I feel like it's a good in the middle. I also got, I think, 15% off, so it was a bit cheaper. All of this came up to like £100, which for like a high-end brand really isn't that bad. But I just personally, if I'm spending money on products to test in a video, and they're quite expensive, I wanted to get the stuff that I wanted rather than getting stuff for the sake of getting it. Like none of the lip stuff really drew me in. We're going to start off with this little primer, which like I said, I didn't actually buy this. This was like a thing that you could get. Also, I've opened these when I got them to look at them, but I haven't actually swatched anything, properly looked at it. I've looked at them once. So this is the little primer. Also, excuse my nails, they're a wreck, but I can't be asked to do them because they're gel. So I've got to like soak them off and then redo my nails, and I can't be bothered. So we're just having bad nails right now. I honestly love my hair, guys. Also, I got a Dyson Airwrap. It came into stock on Boots and I ordered it because my dad gave me money for Christmas to buy it, but it was out of stock everywhere. I don't know how much of this to use. I don't normally go for illuminating primers. I normally go for matte, but I have used the ordinary one a little bit as well. Okay. Oh, it's very like, it's very liquidy. Like it's thinner than I was expecting. So my skin, you probably could have seen, my skin was already like a little bit, my shoulder is so much pain. My skin was a little bit glowy. That's because I had skincare on, so my face kind of stays kind of glowy. I mean, yeah, it looks cute, but I mean, it hasn't done a ton. Like I'd say I look illuminated, but I feel like I don't look, it isn't crazy. Next up, we've got the foundation. Now, I need to give you a heads up about this foundation. I really struggled to find my shade. There is a lot of shades, I will say that. There's a lot of shades, but because of it, I struggled. I normally, like my natural skin tone is quite neutral. Like my hairdresser has said to me, like you have a very neutral skin tone, so it's quite good because a lot of different like undertones will suit me, like in terms of like hair, which is what she said to me. But with foundation, I quite struggle with like getting the right shade, more so the undertone than the shade. I really dislike pink undertones on myself. Like, if I have no tan on, please, if anyone out there has a good foundation that's good for very pale skin, because when I have no fake tan on, my skin is very pale, but it's very neutral. So if I use very pale foundations, they tend to look quite pink on me, even if they don't look it in the bottle. Once they're on my face and blended out, they start looking really pink. So I need like a super neutral foundation that's very pale, but I just can't find one. But when I fake tan, I can get away with the undertones a little bit more because I fake tanned and it's a bit of a darker shade. So it tends to not be as prominent. But I really struggled with what shade to buy because my instant thing is always to buy neutral. Like if there's an option between warm, neutral and cool, I will always buy neutral because I don't like super yellow foundations either. But there was like 130N and then the next one was 210N, and I was like, I feel like I'd be in between, but I didn't want to get a W because normally warm foundations can be very yellow. And 210N looked okay, like it looked like a good undertone, it looked like a good shade, but once I got it and I've seen it in the bottle, it looks really dark. So I'm just going to use it and I can hopefully lighten it with my concealer. And also I think it's quite a lightweight. I mean, it's literally called weightless foundation. So I don't know if maybe when I blend it, it will it'll blend enough where it won't look super dark. I think actually it might be okay. Like I said, when this stuff arrived, I had no tan on. So when I pulled this out the box, I was like, this is going to be so dark. And against my face, it does look a bit dark, but like against my neck and like my hands, it doesn't look awful, so it might actually be okay. I love the packaging of this. This colour, absolutely beautiful. It actually kind of reminds me of like the Coco Cosmetics sort of colour. I feel like these they need to like combine and do like a little collab or something. I tend to like to use my marshmallow sponge because it just applies foundation beautifully, but I've seen a lot of people say with this foundation to apply it with a brush. But I hate applying foundations with a brush. I think I'm just going to start on this side of my face using the sponge, and if it looks good, then I'll just do my whole face with the sponge. If it doesn't look great, then I will try this side of my face with a brush. I'll just find a brush. I'm just shaking it because I think you're supposed to shake it. It's got a doe foot, which some people don't like doe foots, but I don't understand when people are like, oh, it's not the most hygienic to have a doe foot applicator foundation, but yet then they use a doe foot applicator concealer. Oh, actually, you know what? That shade, oh, it feels, I can already feel the like, I'm just going to start with that. I just want to do a bit at a time because I don't want to like overdo it. It has a really like soft feel to it. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I'm good with the sponge. This marshmallow sponge is honestly, if you don't have one, they're on Beauty Bay and on her website. You're probably going to find it easier to buy them off of Beauty Bay, but honestly, get yourself a marshmallow sponge. Oh my gosh, this foundation is absolutely stunning. Oh my gosh. It has like a, I can't figure out what I just got a whiff of it. I definitely, do you see how this is neutral, but it's still got like a yellowy tone to it? So if this is neutral, I would imagine that the warm would look so like way too warm on me and way too yellowy. This foundation is beautiful. Also, something I should point out, my skin is sort of like combination-y nowadays. It's not really oily, it's kind of like, it's oily and flaky. And this is not clinging. Oh my gosh. Guys, I've seen people say they love this, but oh my goodness. I normally don't do bit at a time. I normally just put the foundation all over my face, but I didn't know how much I needed. This is stunning. Also, the shade is not bad. Like, it's a pretty decent match. I was really scared in the bottle. Also, I'll show you in a minute. In the bottle, it looks a lot more pinkier than it does, like, when it's on your face. Oh my gosh. I am obsessed. Also, something I'm noticing is I love how my makeup looks now I've got brown hair. I think that my features are so much more like defined now that I have brown hair. This is the most stunning foundation I think I've ever used. Oh my gosh. I'm literally in shock. Also, how quick did I just blend that out? Get yourself a marshmallow sponge, people. This looks like skin. I know people have said like it works better with a brush. Get yourself a marshmallow sponge with the Rare Beauty foundation and it is the perfect combo because it's gone on beautifully and it's not clung in the slightest. Since buying this, I found out that say I was to get 210N in the concealer would not be the same shade as this. It would be lighter. I thought it would be the same shade. So I got 170W, which I think is going to be very pale. And if I love it, I might have to get a darker concealer. But look how pale that is. So if I like it, I might have to get a darker one because this is very pale. But this could be quite good for when I've got no tan on. So I was thinking that the concealer is going to be the same shade as the equivalent foundation, like the shade name. But it's not. So just bear that in mind if you do buy this. Look at the funky, like, look at that doe foot. Can you see that? Excuse the hands. Okay, let's like just do like that. Actually, now it's on my face. It looks like a pretty decent, oh bloody hell, I wasn't meant to do that much. It looks like a pretty decent shade now it's on my face. And now I'm going to use the Coco Cosmetics Shape 1 sponge and just blend. I've heard this doesn't have like amazing coverage, but we'll see. It's nice and brightening, which is what it's meant to do, so I'm happy it does. Also, when I purchased this stuff, the contour stick or bronzer stick, whatever, I don't know what it's called, wasn't on the Space NK website yet. Like, it wasn't in the UK yet. I think it is now, but it wasn't when I ordered this stuff, so I don't have that. I would have bought it had it been there, but it wasn't. So yeah, that's the one thing that's face that I do not have. But I have quite a lot of cream bronzers, so I just didn't feel the need to buy it. I have opinions. And what my opinions are, is that it's very, very pretty. It's very smooth looking, but it's almost deceiving because it actually doesn't give you a ton of coverage, but because it's so brightening, it looks like it does. Like, it looks like there's more coverage than there is because of how brightening it is. But you know what? I really, really like this. Do you know what I might have to do? As there's so many shades of this, I might have to go and buy the foundation in a really pale colour for my like non-fake tan days. Okay, what I am going to do is I'm just going to powder my under eyes just because I don't want them to crease. I'm just going to use the RMCA powder. Was there a powder? Does she have a powder? If she does, it wasn't there when I ordered this stuff because basically the stuff that was on there when it launched on Space NK is slightly different to what's on there now. They launched some more stuff on there. Next up, we have got the blush. Now, I did not know what shade to get and I'm actually so happy I ended up getting this shade because I love Soph Does Life, and she got the mini set and then she also got a shade of the blush. I can't remember what shade she bought, and she said that she loves the mini one, which is actually the same shade I bought. And I bought it in Joy, which I thought was the most me colour out of all the ones I bought. I don't know how much to use. I'm going to be using my mini marshmallow to blend it out. I'm just going to put one dot on and blend that so that I can get an idea. I didn't get the compact blush that's also cream just because I heard that this one's a better pigment, so I went for this one. But I might get it because I kind of want another blush that's in a pot rather than always a liquid, because I have a lot of liquid ones. And I think a pot one might be quite nice, like, you know, when you're on holiday or like it's a sunny day and you want to put just like a tinted moisturiser on and have like just put some blush on or something. I think it'd be quite nice because it's not meant to be as pigmented. But yeah, I got Joy. Oh, I just realised I have no cream bronzer on. Should I put some cream bronzer on before I put blush on? I probably should. I've done that. Also, I'd really recommend this Huda Beauty tan tour. I've done a video testing out Huda Beauty and also a video testing out, what was the other one I tested out? Oh, testing Refi Beauty, that was it. I'm just gonna go like dab like that, blend that out and just see how that goes, because I don't want to, I'm not like, I like blush, but I don't like it to be insane. So I think this might be a good amount, what I've just put on. Look at me using my pinky. Can I be any more British? Okay, I think that's a good amount for me. I like that. That's beautiful. Okay, what did I do? I did like dum dum like that or something. It's a very pretty colour, I have to say. I probably didn't need to put as much on this side because there's already some on the sponge. Let's just try and move it over a little bit. This is stunning. My skin right now looks insane. Like in the best way, like insanely good. Beautiful. Also, just to give you a size comparison, do you want me to, that's just a size comparison by the way. So these are all full sized, just so you are aware. Now onto the luminizer. I think for this, I'm gonna use just the bottom of my shape one because this is all like used up, so with blush and contour. So I think I'm gonna like just use, I might just use that end that I actually used to blend out that little section here. This is absolutely humongous. Look at the size of this compared to the blush. And it's the same, like it's insane. How much is in this? There's 15 mils in this. This is half the size, this is 7.5. It isn't, how much is in this? 30, 28, and this is 15. Who needs this much highlight? Like, I feel like I'd rather, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it does look beautiful. Also, just something as well, all of the packaging is matte apart from the highlighters. It's a gloss. Like, if you can see that, it's like this bit's glossy and this bit's matte. I do like the gold on the blush because it does go really lovely with the blush. But I do love the pink more. I got this in Enlighten. I can't remember what the other ones look like. But I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm going to do one dot and blend that out because I don't really know how much to use. I can't believe how much you're getting. Let's just do like that and then use the end of this to... I just want to get an idea first of how much. You know what? I'm going to do what I learned online. Put it on the back of your hand. And then bounce your sponge into it. But I learned this on TikTok the other day. Oh fuck. Because if you dab it onto your skin, it ends up, when you then blend it, it ends up leaving like that dot that where you put it. Whereas if you put it on the back of your hand and then like bounce your sponge into the back of your hand, it will disperse the product way more beautifully. But you also then, I guess, lose some of the product. It does depend on the product though. I think liquid blushes, like ones that are like really like doe footy, they tend to be the ones that are the worst. I've personally found that anyway. Like the ones like the Charlotte Tilbury one, I've got a Revolution one of that and that's absolutely fine. That's really, really pretty. It's slightly pink. I think maybe it's because it's on top of the blush though, I don't know. I think I would like it to be slightly more of a, like a warm undertone, but it's still beautiful. It is more of a glow than like a shimmer, but that could also be because should we try it with my finger? Let's just keep going. Let's like, I'm scared to do that actually. Let's blend it out with my finger slightly and just see how it... You know, it feels like more like a pearl than like a shimmery highlight. It's like a more pearl highlight, if you know what I mean. It is beautiful though. I can't remember if a lot of the highlighters were sold out. There was a lot of something that was sold out and I just can't remember what it was. But no, I do really like that. I think that's also lovely just as like a very subtle sheen. Now what I need to go and do is I'm quickly going to go and do some powder bronzer and blusher, and then, if I need to, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do the eyeshadow. I no longer set my whole face after I've done like cream contour and blusher. I used to set my entire face and then have to go over it all with like powder products. But what I do now is I only set my face with powder, like with regular face powder, in the places that I've put foundation and concealer. I don't touch my cheeks or anywhere I've put cream bronzer or blusher. And then what I do is I set the cream bronzer with powder bronzer and I set the cream blusher with powder blusher. I've never done that before because I always just thought it'd like cling and just not work very well, but actually it works absolutely fine. So if you're someone that's like me that was always worried to do it because you thought it might cling, like I always thought I needed to put down regular powder before I start putting powder, blusher and bronzer on. but you don't. So okay, now we are on, oh bloody hell. Okay, just to let you know, this lighting, the sun is coming around this side of the flat now, which means I have to keep doing this. Okay, so I'm just gonna set and spray my face actually. Also, if anyone's got a good setting spray, I've heard the e.l.f. one and the Kiko one's really good, so I kind of want to try that. But I didn't have the e.l.f. one in my shopping centre. I got the, what is it called, True to Myself eyeshadow palette. Now this is going to be, I don't want to do anything too extravagant, I'm just going to do a very simple look. I have had a little nose. This packaging, honestly, I think Rare Beauty might be my favourite packaging of everything I've ever tried. I think there is nothing, it kind of, not in a bad way, it reminds me of kids like makeup, but in the best way possible, like an adult version of kids makeup. I just think it is so genius, and it's so, I think she did it like with all the things having the little things on the top. I'm pretty sure she did it for people who struggle to like open things, like it's so it's easier. But honestly, I think it's so unique. It's a bit like the Fenty stuff. Like I like how everything in Fenty's like, is this a pentagon? That is a pentagon, isn't it? It's got 5 sides. So like I like how it's like got unique shapes to it. I really like unique shaped products. Look, it's like got like a, can you see that? It's got like a dip. It's like the, it's really cool. It looks like this. Stunning. This is honestly as well, like all these products are just so good just to stick away. I think when I go on holiday, because I'm going to Sardinia in May, and I think I'm definitely taking all these products with me. I just think they're so pretty. Like how easy and glowy am I looking? Okay, with this, I just want to do something really, really simple. I think I'm literally just going to use this colour, the 2 matte ones, but I mean there's this matte one, but I don't think I really want to use that colour. But I think I'm going to stick with those 2 warmer colours and then maybe use that inner colour. So I'm going to start off using the Beauty Bay, sorry my nose is really sniffly, the Beauty Bay 203 brush. I'm just going to go into that orangey colour like here, which is called, it's Genuine and Loyal. Apparently I'm genuine and loyal. I'm just gonna, I don't know how pigmented these are, so I'm just trying to be careful a little bit. So I'm just gonna like putting this in my crease, through my whole crease and bringing it up slightly, because this is like my transition-y colour. It has a smell to it and I can't pinpoint what that smell is. I think it's just like the glue that's holding it together, but it smells like something else and I can't think what it smells like. Yeah, like it reminds me of a scent of something. I am in love with this makeup. I think when you're quite pale naturally, everything tends to be more porcelain, so it just doesn't always match. So I think, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go with Rare Beauty, which I'm very happy about because it's beautiful. And then maybe I'll get like another blush, but like a lighter coloured blush. I'm still in with the same shade, by the way. I'm just blending and blending and blending away. Let me know if you've tried any of these Rare Beauty products and let me know what your favourite is, what you didn't like, because obviously everyone's going to have things they do and don't like about it. Like people who don't use a lot of cream products might not like the cream blush. This is like almost like a when you stick a bronzer in your crease kind of colour, which I do a lot because I love that look. Going in with this colour here, which I'm pretty sure was called Loyal. It's a bit more pinkier, a bit more purpley rather. I need a bigger brush. We're just going to dab that on both sides for the moment because I need it to be equal. Let's try this NYX brush. Hopefully it hasn't got any crazy colour on it. Ah, whoa, that is quite pigmented. Be careful. Now I need to find another brush. I don't like that brush. This is the Beauty Bay 203. And I'm just going to put this like mainly on the outer. This colour. So that it just deepens the outer. Bring it in slightly but not a ton. This is like my go-to. Oh, sorry, we're very bright. Let me zoom you in a little bit as well. I'm going to go back in with the original colour and just kind of blend it out. I'm just going back and forth. Like, I really am like, I'm not the most thingy when it comes to simple makeup looks. I honestly just chuck it on and just hope for the best. But I'm liking this base. I like how it's very just like simples. And I think that's what she kind of did as well. I don't know for sure. But I feel like she made a makeup palette and just makeup that's very just easy use. Like, even if you're not really like a massive makeup person, you just It's very self-explanatory and it's very easy to use. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it there. I need to put something over my lid, and I don't know if I just put like that middle shade all over my lid or put like the pink. Should we swatch them all? I want to swatch the 3 shimmery shades. Oh, that's duochrome. Okay, they're not, you know, they're not like super duper in terms of pigment, but that also is because I'm spoiled with Beauty Bay, like what I'm used to with my Beauty Bay palettes. So, but these are like good shades of like when you just need a sort of thing. I don't really want, I mean I think the duochrome, I might put the duochrome on and then put a bit of that glitter on top and put it on with some setting spray to see. I want to see if it makes it a bit more like foily. Yep, it does, which I kind of thought it would, but sometimes not every single type of eyeshadow actually does get affected by setting spray, I have found. I might actually just put it on my finger, you know. I mean, that's quite pretty. I mean, I'm like, when I use shimmers, I really like full-on shimmer. So this is very subtle for me, but it's very, very good for someone who isn't a super shimmery person. I feel like you will really like this. If you like a, uh-oh, did I just do something bad? I think I might have. You'll really like this if you are a subtle shimmer person. Let's put some of this gold glittery stuff on top. I love a bit of glitter. I don't really tend to use that glitter glues. I literally just place it on my eyelid so it looks all sparkly and pretty. It's just how I like it. I just think it looks cute like that. I always do it like that. Stunning. I absolutely loved that eyeshadow palette. I think that's a great, like I said, like if you're going away and you need something that you can just quickly stick on your eyes and looks very, very great and just easy peasy, I think this is a great option. Use this little colour here and just put it in my inner corners. It's not quite the colour I want, but it's fine, it will do. Now I'm just gonna go and do my mascara off camera. Okay, so this is the makeup done. I love it. It's honestly stunning. I mean, you've got to excuse like the thing on my forehead where I was like squinting. Oh, it's getting so bright. It looks stunning, like the face, the foundation, I literally love it all. I think the only thing, if I was to go back, I wouldn't buy is probably just the eyeshadow palette, just because I have better palettes, but I also think it's really cute just to take away if you're going somewhere and you need something very, very simple. But I think I have other palettes that are also small, that are probably smaller than this, that I would potentially choose to take away over this one. I still think it's very pretty nonetheless. But apart from the eyeshadow palette, the face products are absolutely stunning. The foundation, the concealer. I mean, the concealer could probably do a little bit more coverage. But I wouldn't say it looks like I have really dark under eyes. I'd say I definitely don't have as much coverage as I would like. But to combat that, all I really need to do is, under the foundation, is put a little bit of colour corrector. And then I think it'd be absolutely fine. And yeah, the highlight it's very natural. But again, I think that's really lovely for on a day when you're not wearing a lot of makeup, but you want to put some cream products on. And the blush is absolutely beautiful. I love all of these products. I'd highly recommend, if you like your face products, I definitely recommend Rare Beauty products. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please sure to subscribe, like and comment, and let me know any ideas you have down below. We've gone for quite like a pink. We've got pink eyes, pink lips, pink jumper, pink, what they're called, cheeks. Yeah, so I will see you in my next video. Bye.